BJP and another state party. Regional party, but a state government. Trouble mounting for Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her government. Central Bureau of Investigation raided her close aide and Law Minister Moloy Ghatak's residences across Bengal today. The central agency carried out searches at over 7 places linked to him over the alleged involvement in the Bengal coal smuggling scam. This comes after Ghatak had skipped several summons by the ED in the same case. TMC, on the other hand, held protests in Asansol against the central government and the CBI, calling these raids vendetta and witch hunt. Remember, Mamata Banerjee's nephew and TMC MP Abhishek Banerjee is also facing the heat in this scam. He was also questioned by the ED for 8 hours last Friday. Let's break down the details of this coal smuggling scam, which is haunting Moloy, Abhishek and also his wife, Ruchira Banerjee. The ED and the CBI registered FIRs in this case way back in November 2020. This case pertains to illegal mining and transportation of the coal. The charge is that coal from a central government-run mine was smuggled across Western India. Coal worth rupees 1900 crore rupees was transported. Racketeers operated from the western part of Bengal, and most importantly, as is always the case with any such scam, it is alleged that political leaders benefited from the crime. The corruption-free image of Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has been badly dented by back-to-back graft charges on her ministers and close aides. Remember, it all started recently with ex-TMC Minister Partha Chatterjee when piles of cash were recovered from his close aide Arpita's property in the SSC scam. There is nothing that could deflect the charge because the visuals were damning. No surprises that Mamata had to sack him. Then TMC's Birbhum District President and strongman Anubrata Mondal. He was arrested by the CBI in a 2020 multi-crore cattle smuggling scam. This time, though, he continues to remain a member of the TMC. The Bengal Chief Minister hasn't suspended him. And now Moloy Ghatak, the Law Minister of Bengal, whose houses have been raided by the CBI in the coal scam. So after Partha, Anubrata, now Moloy, is the TMC getting surrounded by scams? And is it becoming harder for the top leadership, that is Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister herself, to evade the responsibility and questions by just claiming vendetta? First up, here are a couple of reactions.
ওনারা এসেছিলেন সব দেখলেন ওনারা দেখে মানে ওনারা বললে মানে ওনাদের কথা যে আমরা যা ভেবেছিলাম এখানে এসে সবই উল্টো দেখলাম ওনারা কিছু দেখলেন ওনাদের হাতে বলুন আগে কিছু দেখলেন কি কোনো ফাইল বা ব্যাগ বা ঝোলা নিয়ে যাচ্ছে ওদের সইটই করালেন মানে হ্যাঁ ওনারা যেগুলো করলেন বা যে ভাঙা হয়েছে আলমারি বলেন আমরা কিছু আপনার বাড়িতে থেকে নিয়ে চলে যাচ্ছি না এগুলো তো আপনাকে আমাদের ডকুমেন্ট লিখতে হবে
हम लोग चाहते हैं सीबीआई जल्द ही जल्द इसका विचार करे और बहुत सारा जो मलय घटक जो मंत्री है ये जनता ने उसको वोट देकर प्रतिनिधि बनाया मंत्री बनाया सबसे शर्म की बात है कि तृणमूल सरकार में जो लोग मंत्री लोग जो है सब चोर है डाकत है
Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP continues with us. Biswajit Deb of the TMC is joining us. Mr. Deb, I'm starting with you. Just how long can the party just claim this is witch hunt and vendetta? Look at the recoveries that are being made in several of these cases. Over 100 properties that belong to Anubrata, for example, or his close aides. The central question the public must be asking today is, how are these people amassing this wealth? This obviously smacks of corruption.
I think we are discussing now regarding Moloy Ghatak and the raid which has been conducted by the CBI at his residence today. Now let me tell you that ultimate result of this raid since early morning at the house of the Law Minister was a big zero. It has been proved again beyond reasonable doubt that BJP is using the central agencies in a shameless manner. And today the entire exercise of the central agencies, which was actually led indirectly by BJP, which was as per the direction of the BJP and the central government, was a big zero. The result was a big zero.
So you are saying that because in this case recoveries were not made, therefore nothing is proved. Then conversely, in the case of Partha and Anubrata, because recoveries are made, then charges are proved?
Let me finish. Let me finish. It is not only a question of recovery. It's a question of harassing an innocent person, and it's a question of humiliating and defaming a leader, a law minister who is above all, you see, corruption. And today it has been proved. And this is what is being done by BJP, I'm sorry to say. Every time this is being done by BJP.
I'm
And
not
what
sure if
BJP
anything
is
has
doing,
been proved
they
yet.
are
Neither
using-
his
they are
guilt
using-
nor
they are
his
using the
innocence.
central
But let
agencies.
Shehzad Poonawala respond to your charge.
They are using the central agencies.
Yeah, you're
They are
using the central agencies.
blatantly
Process has become
and
the punishment.
shamelessly.
You are besmirching the reputations of people to just score settles with your political opponents, especially somebody like Mamta Banerjee, Shehzad, who is obviously, given a drubbing to the BJP.
Today, people in Bengal are saying that TMC doesn't stand for Trinamool Congress, it stands for too much corruption, too much cash, too much commission, and that Ma Mati Manush has been effectively replaced by money, money, money. And this is not something that I am saying. It's been seen in the cut money scam, in the coal scam, in the cattle smuggling scam, in the SSC scam, and in the chit fund scam. Now, I'll tell you the recoveries that were made from a small-time leader called Raju Shahani, 80 lakh rupees and 2.75 crores. How come a small-time fry of the TMC is making this kind of money? At the time of Partha Chatterjee, Shivani, how many debates we did together, the same spokespersons used to come and say that Partha se imandar koi nahi hai. He's the most clean man that you can ever find. He's an angel of God. And that after that he was
I have
sacked.
never
The
said
Paresh
that.
Adhikari was also given a clean chit. Sir, I'll give you all the... Sir, at
You
least
are
in
misleading
a
the view.
debate between
You
one
are
on one,
misleading the
you can
viewers.
at least have the
You
common
are
courtesy.
misleading the viewers.
Look, Mr. Biswajit Deb, I think you are much senior
no,
than
you
me,
are misleading
perhaps
the
twice
viewers.
my age. At least have the common courtesy.
Mr. Poonawala,
What will the
Let him
viewers
come
think?
for 30 seconds. Let him
You are
come.
misleading.
Shehzad,
No,
you
no,
cut
but
it off.
viewers.
why
Let
should
him
I
come.
yield my party's
No,
time?
you will
This
get
is my
much
party's time. I won't
You
yield.
will get
I will not.
time.
No,
I'm
I
just
will not yield.
wanting-
He will not allow.
One second,
I am.
this is-
I am done with
You
panelists
see,
speaking over my time because my party has a
TMC,
courtesy
Shehzad, one
policy.
second. Let me
No,
come in.
this
Let
is
me
my time.
come
I will
in.
have my time.
Let me
I will
come
have my
in.
time. Then he will speak.
Okay, let
I
me
heard
come
him
in.
out. I
Let
heard him
me
out.
speak. Let me
Please get
speak.
him to take-
One
give
second,
me
Mr.
time.
Deb.
I will speak my time. Then he can come in.
This is
This is not the
only
way.
two people, and I would
This is not the
appreciate
way.
if we can do a back and forth with you without me having to,
Oh, you
sit
can
on
just
top
take
of
your voice
anyone.
down. I kept my
One second,
patience.
Shehzad, one
Yeah.
second, don't get hassled.
I
Mr.
kept my
Deb,
calm. I heard him out. I did not interrupt once.
I'm
It
coming
is my
to you.
party's time. It's not my personal time. It's my party's time. I will not
No,
yield.
you are misleading.
can
I will
I
not
ask
yield.
You
him
are
the question
misleading.
you're asking
You are
him?
No, let me
misleading.
complete
Because he was
first.
on a debate with
Let me
me when
complete.
we were discussing Partha Chatterjee. I asked him precisely that question, that in the case of Partha Chatterjee, you've acted because the visuals were so damning you couldn't evade action. But shouldn't you follow that same principle, Mr. Deb, for
But
all
this
others
is
also?
unfair. Let me
Shehzad, I will
complete.
give you
Shivani,
that.
it is my
All
party's
right,
time. This is
complete.
not my
30
personal